Hey there, Cowboys fans, get ready for a whirlwind season. Could we see a blockbuster trade on the horizon if the Dallas Cowboys stumble early in the 2024 NFL season? Buckle up as we dive into the possibilities that could reshape our team's future. Whether you're a seasoned fan or just tuning in, you won't want to miss this analysis. Don't forget to click, subscribe, and support the team as we explore the details. When the going gets tough, the tough get trading. Well, at least that's how it might go down in Dallas. As the season looms, the big question hanging over our heads is, what will the Cowboys front office decide if we don't rack up those early wins? Historically, the Cowboys have been both buyers and sellers in the trade market. Remember 2018? We were sitting at a disappointing 3-4, our offense barely scraping together 202 passing yards and 20 points per game. Then, bam, we traded for Amari Cooper, and suddenly, we were playoff bound. But remember, in 2020, things went the other way. We traded away veteran Everson Griffin after a dismal 2-5 start. So, what's it going to be this year? Are we going all in again, or could we see major assets moving out if the wins don't stack up? One scenario might see us saying a temporary goodbye to none other than CeeDee Lamb. Yes, you heard that right. If things don't pan out early on, Lamb could be on the trading block. With his contract up at the end of the season and no extension in sight, the front office might just play it smart by cashing in on his value now, potentially bringing back a slew of draft picks that could secure our future. But let's spin the dial and think positive. What if we turn buyer? There's buzz around the league that Bengals star wide receiver T. Higgins, a two-time 1,000-yard receiver, could be looking for a new home after his trade request last March. If our season needs a mid-course correction, could we see a repeat of the Cooper trade 2.0 with Higgins bringing fresh energy to our offense? And let's not forget about our O-line, which has seen its share of upheaval. With Tyron Smith now with the New York Jets, there's a gap that might need filling sooner rather than later, especially if rookies like Tyler Guyton struggle to find their footing. If the Jets falter and we find ourselves in need, reuniting with Smith could be a savvy midseason move to bolster our line and push for a deep playoff run. Let's talk about Ezekiel Elliott. Our three-time Pro Bowl star is stepping into a new role with the Dallas Cowboys this upcoming NFL season. Remember the powerhouse who racked up an impressive 8,904 rushing yards from 2016 to 2022? Well, he's back with a one-year deal, but things are going to look a bit different on the field. Coach Mike McCarthy is shaking things up. He recently spilled the beans on Zeke's transformed role, and it's not what you might expect. Gone are the days when Elliott was the sole engine of the running game. The guy carried the ball more than anybody in the history of football in the first couple of years, McCarthy said. But this season, it's all about the running back by committee strategy. Yes, that's right. Elliott will be sharing the workload, but that doesn't mean his impact will be any less electric. McCarthy's plan is all about keeping our players fresh and fierce, especially when the playoffs roll around. It's a savvy move considering the grueling 17-game season. Think about it. Wouldn't you want Zeke at his peak when it counts the most? Last season, Elliott posted 642 rushing yards and scored 3 touchdowns alongside 313 receiving yards. These numbers might not scream vintage Elliott, but they show he's still got game. And now, returning to the squad that first drafted him, expectations are high. Can he outdo last year's performance even with fewer carries? That's the million-dollar question. With Tony Pollard signing with the Tennessee Titans and no big names coming from the draft, the Cowboys are banking on Elliott to revitalize their running game alongside Deuce Vaughn and Rico Dowdle. Will this trio dazzle us with their dynamic plays? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, it's going to be an exhilarating season. Let's dive again into the buzz around CeeDee Lamb's contract situation. As we all know, the Dallas Cowboys don't play the game like everyone else, especially when it comes to contracts. Yes, they know how to shine in the spotlight, being the most valuable sports franchise in the US, but that flair sometimes creates a stir when building their roster. During the rookie minicamp, Cowboys EVP Stephen Jones dropped some updates, or rather the lack thereof, on Lamb's much-anticipated contract extension. He mentioned, "There's no way to put a timeline on them," referring to how these big contract discussions take shape. But don't worry, he assured that once discussions pick up, they progress quickly. Remember, timing is everything, and with the market heating up after recent big deals for Amon-Ra St. Brown and A.J. Brown, the Cowboys can't afford to sit back for too long. So, why the holdup? Well, it's a strategic play. The Cowboys' approach, like a slow and steady chess game, often leads to some tension and high stakes. The players watch and wait, hoping for that big payday, and sometimes it leads to delays or discomfort. But let's be honest, isn't that part of the thrill of football? CeeDee Lamb is on the brink of his final year under his rookie contract, slated to earn just under $18 million. After leading the NFL with a whopping 135 receptions in 2023, he's not just any player, he's a game changer, looking to score a deal that reflects his star status. With the Cowboys also needing to secure their quarterback long-term, cap space is tighter than a well-thrown spiral. Let's take a look at the rookie minicamp. Our rookie minicamp is in full swing at the Star in Frisco, and it's bringing some fresh excitement to our squad. One name to keep an eye on? Kalen Carson, our latest addition from Wake Forest, picked on day 3 of the NFL Draft. Despite being a later-round grab, Carson's gearing up to make a notable impact on our defensive lineup. Carson isn't just any rookie looking to make waves. He's here to prove something to himself. Stepping into the NFL arena, he's taking a mature approach, focusing on adapting to the professional grind rather than simply turning heads. Just trying to get used to the grind, Carson shared. He's not about flashy plays, but solid, consistent performance. With his knack for sticking close to receivers and disrupting routes with his quick hip flips and physical style, he's definitely someone to watch. Switching gears, let's talk about another rookie turning heads, Mike Hohensee. This undrafted quarterback out of Northwest Missouri State is drawing comparisons to Cowboy greats like Tony Romo and Dak Prescott, thanks to his command in the huddle. With an impressive college career, boasting a record completion percentage and significant dual threat capability, could Hohensee be the dark horse that the Cowboys need? With Prescott, Cooper Rush, and Trey Lance penciled in, the QB room seems crowded, but Hohensee's performance could prompt the Cowboys to rethink their strategy. As the coaches weigh their options, the question remains, does Hohensee have that elusive it factor? Could he be our next undrafted gem? Drop your thoughts below and let's rally together as we watch these rookies carve their paths with the Dallas Cowboys. Remember, every season brings new stars, and maybe, just maybe, we're witnessing the rise of the next big names right here at Rookie Camp. Go Cowboys! Comment below. I want to see your opinions and predictions. And remember, if you love the Cowboys and want to keep receiving passionate and in-depth analysis, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and let's root together for more victories for our team. Let's show the strength of the Cowboys Nation.